Alright, what is going on today, guys? So in this video, I'm going to clear up a very important topic in the motorcycling community, and it's a topic that I briefly discussed back in probably 3 years ago. I made a video called "What is the best beginner rider dirt bike?" or "What is the best beginner dirt bike?" And in that video, I talked about what I think are the best dirt bikes for beginners. And in that video, I compared 4 strokes to 2 strokes, and basically said that 4 strokes were easier to maintain than 2 strokes. And now this created a whole bunch of controversy in the comment section over whether or not I was right. And today I want to clear that up. So first off, let's clear up the distinction between the age-old debate of 2 strokes versus 4 strokes, which is just everywhere in the motorcycling community. And a majority of that debate, or I'd say 99% of that debate, is comparing 4-stroke race bikes to 2-stroke race bikes. So there's 250cc, 450cc 4 strokes, and 125cc and 250cc 2 strokes. And in regards to that debate, yes, 2 strokes are much simpler than 4 strokes. And whether they're easier to maintain is a whole other issue. Because 2 strokes tend to require more frequent maintenance. However, it is easier to perform that maintenance, and it's a lot cheaper to do than on the 4 strokes. However, in my video, what I was discussing was 4-stroke trail bikes, not 4-stroke race bikes. So what is a 4-stroke trail bike? Basically, the easiest way to differentiate the two is the fact that a 4-stroke trail bike tends to be air-cooled, whereas the race bikes are water-cooled or liquid-cooled, so they require radiator fluid and stuff like that. Whereas the 4-stroke trail bikes, they don't need any radiator fluid or anything like that. They're air-cooled. And the 4-stroke trail bikes are engineered for longevity and basically fun, whereas the 4-stroke race bikes are engineered for just all-out race performance. So in the video, I was discussing the TTR 230, the Honda XR100, and the Kawasaki KLX 110L. And now those are all trail bikes. They're all 4-stroke trail bikes. And those are definitely a lot easier to maintain and a lot more reliable than 2 strokes, because pretty much all the 2 strokes out there right now are race oriented. They're geared for the track, whereas these trail bikes are basically catered towards newer riders and just going out to the woods and having a good time. And so the reason that I was comparing these race 2 strokes to these trail 4 strokes is because a lot of times new riders or people moving up to different machines may consider getting like an 85C 2-stroke, which is kind of in the same category as the bikes that I was discussing, mainly the XR100 and the TTR 230. And now I know that's probably going to cause a lot of controversy because obviously like an 85C 2-stroke is just meant for the track and stuff like that. It's way more powerful. But it's not uncommon for a new rider to be deciding to get one of those, an 85cc 2-stroke, or going for like a KLX 140 or a Yamaha TTR 125. In fact, when my brother was moving up from the XR 100 and looking to get a new bike, we were deciding between an YZ85 and a KLX 140. Now, while obviously an 85 is way more powerful, much better suspension, it's just not as reliable. And the reason these trail 4-strokes are way more reliable than these race 2-strokes is because, once again, these 2-strokes like the 85s are engineered for all-out performance. They're not engineered for longevity. So they're going to require way more maintenance. They're going to, need oil changes. They're going to require, coolant. They're going to require a lot more engine work, a lot more upkeep, because they are a race bike. That's just a matter of the fact, is that race bikes require a lot more maintenance than these trail 4-strokes. So that is basically what I was describing in that video. In my experience with all the trail bikes that I've owned, I've had an XR100, a CRF 230, a CRF 50, a whatever, KLX 110, now KLX 140, they just don't require the same amount of maintenance that race bikes do. And that is why I definitely recommend to any new rider to go towards the trail 4-strokes as opposed to like an 85 2-stroke, just because I think they're a lot easier and a lot more simple to maintain. So that is my opinion. That is what I wanted to discuss in that video. So let me know down in the comments below what you guys think, and we'll see you guys in the next one.